Hey there everybody, how you doing today? So, it's Friday once again. How you doing there, Grits fan? Welcome in. Doing pretty good, thanks. Doing pretty good. Right, so obviously being Friday is Fact Sheet Friday again for the Oxbow pack. Now obviously I don't have early access. I know Big Daddy is currently streaming, showing that off. Hey Viking, how you doing, bud? So obviously I'm just going to quickly whiz through the fact sheets for today and cover a few things. Also, we covered these first two last week. Now, one thing to bear in mind, this can be reconfigured to do the manure, and obviously that's going to be covered in this as well, actually. So here it is right here. So this is what's going to be coming. So we've got the Oxbow AT5105DNMS, which is a manure spreader. Obviously, it's going to cost you 480,550 horsepower, variable gearbox, does hold fuel and DEF. Will travel at 40 kilometers an hour, what that's 24 miles per hour. Has a capacity of 25,000 litres, weighs 25 tons, and work speed of 20 kilometers an hour or 12 miles per hour. And obviously, this is going to hold manure from your pigs and your cows and anything else that gives out poop. Doing great. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. So that's that one. So obviously that is just another configuration in the shop for the liquid one there. So next is going into the harvester and spreader. So obviously I'm going to do the harvester first. Now obviously this is the Oxbow 6030 and obviously it's a grape harvester. It costs 245,000 to purchase. It's 164 horsepower. Obviously variable gearbox, does the old fuel and DEF. Obviously travel speed is 30 kilometers an hour, 18 miles per hour. Has a capacity of 31,000 litres. 11.2 tons is how much it weighs, so not too much of a beast. And work speed is a whopping 8 kilometers an hour or 4 miles per hour. And obviously this is solely for harvesting grapes. Now obviously with this, after watching Big Daddy stream there, it does have different configurations. Obviously you can harvest it the same way as the New Holland and unload to the back, but you can overload it as well. So you can actually have a pipe come out from the side and unload into a tipper. So that's kind of a nice little thing. Obviously with the configurations with this, you also get a multi-row sprayer option, which is kind of nice. Obviously it'll allow you to do four, I think it's three, four, let's see, one, two, three, yeah, four different rows. It's kind of nice. So obviously this is the Oxbow 6030 sprayer unit. And obviously this is going to do your liquid fertilizer and herbicide. Obviously 215,000, 164 horsepower, variable gearbox, 40 watt. Oh yeah, obviously fuel and DEF is normal. 30 kilometers an hour, travel speed or 18 miles an hour. 34,000 litre capacity. 3,400 should say. Dang it! Wow, 3,400 litre capacity. 11.2 tons, so yeah, not too bad. And obviously work speed is 4 miles an hour, 8 kilometers. And like I said, it does your liquid fertilizer and herbicide. And I do want to touch on that later, that fertilizer, herbicide. Been playing around with some of it. But yeah, that is basically it. And obviously this will only do grapes. So bear that in mind. I know Daddy was testing it on olives as well, and it just wouldn't take, unfortunately. So yeah, that is going to be it. Obviously this will be released on Tuesday next week. It's free with your season 2 pass, or at the minute it's like $4.99 to actually purchase, depending on where you are. It's right there, so you just come over here if you want to buy it separately. $4.99 until the September the 18th. Obviously that's around about when it gets released. Obviously it's the day before. So yeah, so you get 3 pieces of equipment. Obviously each one does have multiple different configurations on them. So yeah, it's not too bad. Obviously the windrower as well there. So one thing to bear in mind with these, you do not have any Oxbow attachments with them, but they do attach to any base game ones or mods already. So applicators or cultivators or anything that usually attaches to this sort of equipment. So yeah, but obviously if you want to get it and you want to support this stream, obviously it's just go into, let me just see if I can figure this out in a minute. Got a PayPal a sec. If you scroll down here where it says partner code optional, obviously you're more than welcome to put alpaca, just like that, and obviously that will then support my channel. If you wanted to, I do get that's a very little bit, but any streamer you could as a Giants partner, you're more than welcome to put it in there. Dajnet, obviously, maybe one day when Viking becomes a partner, yeah, or affiliate, who knows? He might even get a yeah, it's partner, isn't it? Yeah, he might even get a code for you guys to put in there. But yeah, for me anyway, it is alpaca. Obviously, Dajnet is Dajnet, and you got Darius, you got Big Daddy, and all that. But yeah, obviously, if you are interested in supporting a specific streamer, speak to them about their partner code and see if they can give it to you. Normally, they do have something underneath their stream to show you. So, for example, if I come into here a sec, I'll come over to my channel. Over to my channel. Oh, crud. Hang on a sec. Hang on. There we go. Obviously, hey Viking, how you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good. Just dang busy at work.
As always. So just a quick one. So yeah, if you just come over to obviously my channel if you wanted to, you can scroll down, click on here, and it'll take you over there. And obviously when you go to the checkout, my obviously code will be there already, or any of those bits and pieces. So yeah, I do need to actually add in a few. I think what am I missing? Yeah, missing the Oxbow. I need to update that image. Why are these not working? Oh, close that. Close that. That's fine. That works. It's just extensions. That's fine. But yeah, there we go, guys. So that is going to be it for now. So let me get back into the game. Oh, sorry about that. I had to mute myself because I had a cough. But yes, obviously 2 hour stream as usual today. Then we're going to be going over to Mr. Dajnet, and obviously he's going to be showing off the Oxbow pack himself. I know he's been playing around with it. Obviously the other day he did mention that he found a bit of an issue, which he has actually gone through already and fixed. And for anyone interested who does map making, they can get it fixed pretty easily. Oh, excuse me. So I am just doing a little bit of login. Hey there, KW, and obviously, yep, there you go. If you don't follow Mr. Grits Fan, Mr. Viking, please give them guys a follow. Also, Big Vito, thank you very much for the resub for 5 months on the row. Wow, holy heck. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. Hey, Rusty Nails, how are you doing, sir? Now, there is something I do want to show Mr. Grits Fan, if he is still interested, regarding the Platinum DLC. But let me get this sorted out first of all. Now, I decided to grab one of the Platinum DLC trailers. Excuse me a sec. Let me grab a drink. Got a little bit of a tickly throat. Playing a bit of Baldur's Gate 3 here, yeah? Okay, Big V, oh cool. I know a lot of people are quite interested in that game. It's not really the sort of thing I would really go for myself. But yeah, I know Darius has played it quite a bit. He's really enjoyed it. I know he's off doing logging or something at the minute with beavers. So yeah, thank you for that hydrate. But yeah, this is the trailer I'm actually using at the minute. If any of you guys are interested. Now, obviously, with the universal autoload script, it does add in the auto-loading onto this for logs. So if you want to try and keep your mods to a minimum, you can use these guys as well. Obviously, I do have the Flegel runners as well in here, Timber runners. But yeah, I thought I'd try it out, see how it goes with this. There is something in there that I do want to get and lease in a minute. I think I can get a few more in there. I'm just trying to fill up my sawmill, get that going. I did put in about 3 or 4 trailers worth so far. I did end up purchasing. Oh, this is the only downside. Yep, a little bit tippy. Let me see if I can drag you back a bit. come on, come on, come on, come on. Tip over, tip over. You know you want to. Let me see if I can get the trailer instead. Actually, strangely, out of, what, 4 or 5 different loads, this is the first one that's actually tipped over. And it's all had to be on the stream as well, typical. There we go. Oh, good old super strength. Oh, go back a bit. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Nope, not quite, not quite. There we go. Yeah, obviously one thing to bear in mind.
There you go, Billy.
Yeah, with these trailers they are a little bit top heavy at times. Hopefully when the next version comes out we'll be able to edit it so it's a little bit more stable. Right, so I'm going to use auto drive just to go drop these off at the sawmill. So, sawmill. Poops, what did I call it? There it is. And the nice thing is I did turn down the speed on that. So, anywho, while he's heading off, now I did want to show Mr. Gritsfan something in particular. And obviously, for any of you guys just starting out on this map, and you want to do a bit of logging, but you can't afford, obviously, those big tree harvesters. Now, obviously, if you come into the shop, there is some equipment that you can use. Now, obviously, when I started out myself, I was using this, to be honest. I think it was actually the I have no idea, Tushfun or whatever, but you got both of these, to be honest, you could use. And what these basically do is attach to the back of your tractors, and you can actually pull logs with them. Now, to do it, so I'm going to just lease this, and I'll probably just lease a half-decent tractor. Let's see, JCB, I haven't used that much, so let's just grab you. Yeah, I'm just going to lease that as well, actually. Haven't got a lot of dosh, so this will work. That's why I wonder if I can edit in. Yeah, obviously that timber runner that Viking's done with the little edit does make it a lot more stable. And obviously he has got a little video. If you do have that timber runner pack, you can edit it just to make it that little bit more stable. How you doing there, Gamer Paul? Right, so let's think, let's go this way. There we go. Actually, I could have actually done it onto that log there and dragged it, but I won't. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck here at the minute on day 2 of, or part 2 of October, because I've just had so much to do. I just haven't been able to get through everything. I've still got to finish off the olives. I'm in the middle of harvesting them. I wanted to get at least some logs transported first of all. I've still got to go through and harvest my oranges and get them into storage. So yeah, I am now actually making some more shingles as well. That was something I showed off the other day. Obviously I'm currently working on building copper by design. I've got all the products in there bar the shingles. I need 50 pallets of that. I got up to about 25 I think. So it is definitely getting there. But yeah, do definitely need to get some more long planks and stuff going. So I thought, why not just get in, do some bit of forestry. I've actually frozen time, as you can see in the top upper right there. It's on the 00, so it's not going to go any further in game. It's going to stay nice and light to the end of this stream, and then obviously what I'll do is I'll put it back up, and hopefully by then I'll have most of the orchards done. That's my main focus today, to try and get them sorted out. But yeah, so for Mr. Gritfan or anybody else, obviously as you're only limited to how much you have to start off with, if you don't want to take loans, this is a way of doing it. Now obviously one thing you could do is purchase a chainsaw and purchase one of these, or even lease it if you wanted to. Where's a good place to put a glue factory or drywall factory? So me personally, I actually cleared the area behind Bauer Logistics and put it in there. But obviously it is literally up to you. And how you doing then, Rusty Nails, by the way? So yeah, this little area right here, if I tab over here, this is where I've put mine. Obviously I've cleared the buildings that are here originally and just put them down here. Now obviously I do have some drywall being produced and going straight into one of these little flat racks, which is kind of nice. I do need to come through and get the glue. It's getting quite full there actually, but yeah, the logistics centre is literally right over there. So I've got a bit of a gap between the logistics centre and obviously where I started National Gypsum, which is obviously the drywall factory. I've just set up a nice little sort of vehicle storage kind of area there. Obviously, I do have the morgue over here, which will be getting moved at some point, as well as the graveyard, but they can stay there for now. But yeah, this is kind of a semi-industrial-ish area. I'm kind of sort of set up. So yeah, obviously you could set it up anywhere, to be honest, on your map, but I just thought it's kind of central to everywhere from here. Obviously I can just go down the road, over a bridge, and I'm heading off up the top there. I can go down in the, where is it, the southwest and the north. So yeah, it's a nice central area. And obviously you got the steel factory down the road there, you got the concrete as well, so it's kind of nice all being in one little area. But yeah, obviously at the end of the day it is entirely up to you where you put your stuff, but yeah, you're more than welcome to maybe put it in the same sort of area. I know I think it was Mr. Ripper, he's got his kind of in the similar placement, so yeah. But anywho, righty. Mine is near the sawmill. Yeah, that's another good place to put it as well. You could do to save obviously transporting the resin. But yeah, it is literally up to you where you put it. Actually, around where obviously where I've got the main sawmill, I'm kind of setting that area up, kind of like how Dave's got his, with a lot of the wood processing factories from the Platinum DLC there. I do have my old Elm Creek sawmill placed down with some of those as well, actually still running. So, with this little shield, if you're interested in using it, but I would recommend doing it actually because it is helpful if you're just getting going. Place down maybe a sawmill nearby. Obviously, purchase yourself a little chainsaw, and you can actually start dragging your trees. So just find the bottom part first of all. And the nice thing is this will drag the entire tree as well. So yeah, I'm starting on a new industrial area down near field 11. Okay, yeah, that would be a not bad little area actually. Yeah, I know there's a big grass area right in this bottom right area by the farm, which would obviously cut it first. That's one thing I would recommend if you are going to do this. But that would make a lovely little kind of like an industrial area, a mini industrial area just down here. But yeah, obviously if you start down here, yeah, cut that maybe 3-4 times, and then start slapping down some productions and get going. Definitely kind of nice little area there, yeah. But yeah, actually the area I started was right here, and that's the little tractor there. So as you can see, I've got the Elm Creek sawmill there. Initially, none of these buildings were here, none of this fence was here, so I was literally just dragging those trees, cutting them, and dragging them straight into the sawmill. But obviously, as time's gone on, I've cleared more and more and more, and yeah, it's getting a little bit tricky now. So let me just go sort this out. So let's jump back over here. Now, obviously, you can cut this tree, then if you wanted to, you could trim it. Obviously, if you've got the sawmill nearby, you don't really need to, you can just drag it straight in. But yeah, I'm not getting close enough, so that could be a bit of a tricky one. Where are you? Where are you? Am I too far? There we go. That's why I'm not quite close enough. There we go. So anyway, say for instance, cut it down, you trim it up if you want to. Then all you literally have to do is back up this little shield on the back, close by, and I hope Mr. Grits fan is looking, or anybody else interested. Actually, one thing I am going to do is turn off that super strength just in case. All you have to do is come over to the back of here, and on the top of the, try to see, I think yeah, that's about right. On the top of the F1 menu, it says pull, winch, rope, R key, so the Romeo key. So obviously, what I was going to do is you've got to get like a little chain to come up. Then all you have to do is to hook that onto your tree. So select the area on the tree that you wanted to. Obviously hit the B for Bravo key, and that is actually going to do it straight on there. Now some of these do allow you to do multiples. Obviously with that being a full tree it's going to struggle a little bit, but I think I'll just do the one for now. Once you've got it attached, just then start driving, and yeah, just take it up to your trigger. Actually what I might just do, I'm going to just drag it a little bit further and around just to show it off, so it's kind of nice. And get it out of the way from that truck when it comes back up. There we go. And then obviously once you get it over the trigger, what you can do is then hit the Y for yellow key, and that's actually going to disconnect the chains. And then you can drive off, jump out, and then hit the old exclamation mark key to sell the logs or whatever. So yeah, that is a cheaper option to get yourself started with a sawmill, and I definitely recommend it, because I definitely had one. It was either this one or the other one, I can't remember, it might be the other one because it does the multiples, and it does help. Obviously another option, let me come in as well, because there was another thing as well in here, is the yarders. Now obviously depending on your finances, you could grab one of these, and basically with one of these, obviously it needs to be connected to a, I've never actually used it, but as far as I'm aware it has to be connected to a tractor to run. And what you can actually do is similar fashion, where you walk up to it, hit the old R key, whatever it was, but you can actually attach it to a tree and then run like a line straight to your sawmill if you wanted to, which is really kind of neat. But yeah, I definitely recommend trying them out anyway, so that's that. But yeah, hopefully that's helped out a little bit for anybody just starting out. Oh heck, I've got two. Okay, 0 hours, so that's the new one. That's the one that's up in the mine at the minute, so I'll get rid of that. But yeah, definitely well worth using it if you're just starting out and you can't afford a big harvester. There we go. And the nice thing is, obviously as well, with the universal autoload script, if you're using a base game trailer, obviously like I said, it does autoload logs. But if you miss bits of branch as well, it will load them, unlike the other trailers. So it's kind of a which one you want to go for, whether you want to just remove one mod to be able to use this, you're more than welcome to. Obviously you do need the pack to run on the map, so yeah. And to be honest, I'm kind of liking the look of that little thing. But yes, we'll get this heading back to pick up some more, and what I'll do is just push them in and then get back to do my olives. Right, so let's think, where was it? Log collecting, right there. Go bye bye. Now obviously remember with this built-in sawmill, obviously you can unload into the waters here with logs. If you have a containers, you can actually bring them over here as well once you own it. And this trigger just here that Dave's added is where you can actually input your containers to the sawmill, which makes life a little bit easier. I got some wood chips. Ooh, I need to get over here and get some wood chips cleared. But yeah, that is another option as well as using containers. If you're on the waterways as well, you can unload over and onto the side here, and yeah. Actually, while I think about it, let me see. Now, obviously, there is meant to be a trigger under there.
Thanks for the raid,
Mr. Big Daddy, raid with a party of 23. How you doing, Big Daddy? And how was your stream, sir? Thank you very, very much, and welcome in, everybody. You actually just missed me doing a bit of forestry myself. Hopefully, you had a great stream, sir. But yep. Hey, Georgia, how you doing, bud? Right, so here's on the go. Right, I do need to jump over here and finish off my olives. I did make a start on it yesterday, and as you can see, I've got just over halfway, so I do need to get on and finish these off. There we go. Let's see if I can get my little guidance steering set up. So, all you guys just coming over with Big Daddy, what's your thoughts on the Oxbow pack then? Is it something you're going to check out for yourselves? Just ignore it? Or what? And let's see. So, hey Billy, you're very welcome. Streaming was very good. Thanks. Good. Glad to. Obviously, I was there lurking for a little while. But yeah, I had to make a start on my own stream. So yeah, obviously I'll be checking it out myself on Tuesday when it's released. So I might do a little quick check of it out on Wednesday stream. So yeah, myself, Gamer Paul, how you doing? You've been lurking everywhere. Green Thumb Farmer, how you doing, buddy? There we go. Yeah, so obviously one thing I am going to do, obviously today I'm going to carry on with my farming. Monday stream, guys, just so you are aware, I will be doing a different game. It's going to be a first look at Pool Cleaning Simulator. Obviously I was given early access key to it. So I'm going to be streaming that on Monday stream instead of farming. But then obviously Wednesday I will be back to doing more farming, showing off the Oxbow pack myself. And yeah. Oh man. I don't know why I went for that key, but yeah. Obviously if I can get some at least to start off with, who knows, in the future I might be given more and more keys to check out in games, so yeah. So yeah. Got that downloaded, I think it was yesterday, and installed, so just got to load it up, check it out myself over the weekend, see what it's all about, or I might just leave it till Monday. How do I become a beta tester? So, for pre-release games, obviously if you're a streamer, you can actually go over to Keymailer and request certain keys and get them that way. Obviously that's how I've done it, and yeah, I know Boomhauer gets access to things like that, Surfing Cowboy, I think Dave does as well, and other streamers. Yeah, Viking, actually, yeah, I forgot, yeah, you did the old Ship Graveyard Simulator 2 as well, so actually I'm kind of enjoying that game.
I just got the key for Gunsmith.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
I love that one piece. It is a great walk on. And I completely couldn't hear what Viking was saying.
Alright. I just said I just got the key for Gunsmith Simulator.
Oh, Gunsmith. Wasn't Surfing showing that off a few weeks ago?
Yep.
I thought so. We have to sort of repair and clean up guns and stuff.
Yeah.
And then test them. That's kind of nice. That's cool. Very, very cool. I have the Seasons Pass, so I will use the Grape Harvester, but only if Courseplay still works on it. Yeah, that is obviously one thing they're going to have to look into. I'm kind of hoping that the guys who do Courseplay have actually been given like early access, so they can actually get in and at least attempt to get Courseplay to work with it. Yeah, obviously I'm still waiting on them to add in the coffee harvester. But who knows? They might get there. Who knows? Anyway, so how you doing there, Ghost, as well, by the way? I don't know about the Oxbow. I haven't even used the other harvester that came in the one from the other DLC. The other harvester. Oh! Yeah, there was a standalone as well. Do I have it in here? To be honest, I keep wanting to check it out, see what it's like. But I never friggin' do. The Euro Grape Liner series. Yeah, this thing. Oh, so yeah, I got this. I've wanted to try it out, but I've never friggin' done it. I really should one of these days. What is the capacity? So you got 2200, 3000. So yeah, it's 100 litres less than the New Holland and the Oxbow, thinking about it. So 8 kilometers an hour work speed. So yeah, it's to be honest, it's around about the same. But yeah, I think next year what I might do is actually try and grab that in before I start harvesting them. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. And how you doing there, Mocky? I did see you sneaking in, you little bugger. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Doing pretty good. Yeah, it's Friday at the end of the day. It's like the weekend finally. Obviously, it's been a interesting week. Obviously, Mr. Dajnet has been busy working on the map this week. He's got a lot of bits and pieces sorted out. Obviously, he can explain that later on during the stream after doing the Oxbow. Obviously, I have gone through actually while as he's now here. Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, Billy.
Hey guys.
Hi, Viking.
Right. With the liquid fertilizer and the herbicide makers, these two guys, they will now, hopefully, when Dave releases the update, be able to direct fill your equipment. So, what I basically done is added in a new trigger. So rather than having to constantly spawn out pallets all the time, which are a pain in the bum, take a little bit of time, you can actually drive straight into it and start loading up. And I'm hoping somewhere around here is my... Actually, I could probably do it in there. I got my little herbicide spreader over here. And I will chat with you guys in just a sec. That is full. Okay. Time to cheat. Let me empty
Not you.
that.
You would
Yep.
never cheat.
Oh, to be honest, I cheated it in so I can cheat it out. Ha ha. Right, so now this is one thing I have not actually tested. I have tested it on the Kverlin sprayer, whatever it is, and it did work with that. But what you should be able to now do is drive into the trigger right here, and there is so R key to refill, and there you go. So you no longer, actually let me get that out of the way, because it might be picking up on that. Yep, there you go. It will pick up, fill direct all your equipment, whether it's a seeder, one of these spreaders, or whatever. You can do it with both of these. So let me empty that one more time, and we'll get rid of those pallets out of the way. I know it's been mentioned a few times about getting it added, so I finally got it done. Just so I don't pick up on those pallets, I'll move them out of the way. And and hopefully, there we go. R key and bump, just like that. So much quicker and easier for you guys. So, yay! Got that sorted. Yeah, that's been sent off to Mr. Dave. And how you doing there, Madeira? Oh, so yeah, that'll be coming out hopefully this weekend. In addition, while I'm at it, I did post my pig pen on my Trello for anyone interested in trying that out. I did up the capacity to for the food to 50,000 litres. It will hold 3,000 pigs as well. Currently I've only got 120 in, so I'm just going to slowly build them up and build them up. But yeah, it is there ready to go. I am going to be working over the weekend on the storages. I've decided to do individual ones for each of the different production lines. So there'll be one for flour, one for bread, one for this, that and the other. So yeah, that's going to be quite a long process to get all that sorted out. But yay, there we go. Alright, let me jump back over here because I really need to get these done before the end of today. But yeah, so Mr. Big Daddy, now that you've checked it out officially on the stream, what's your thoughts on it?
I like it for $5. My thought is it's good. The positives, I like the sprayer for the grapes. I like the overloader. Like I said, I was a little disappointed in that it's going to be tough to use a single player. It's mostly geared more towards multiplayer.
Yep.
So I do, like I said, I like the sprayer. The harvester is cool, and I'll tell you, I noticed this is basically similar to New Holland. I like the mirror that you actually have something to help you get lined up with the bind.
Yeah.
Where the New Holland, it's a static picture to the right,
Yeah.
showing it's not updated. So, and come to find out, it's not really a camera, which I originally thought it was. It's actually a mirror off
Mhm.
the front of the harvester, which is cool. It helps me
Yeah.
line up. It still does the same purpose. So I do like that.
That is a nice little addition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the
Let's see if I
merger is
can
a bigger version of what's in
find
game.
picture.
To be honest with you.
Da, da,
But
da, da,
as well as, I
da.
think you have windrowers that are a little bit bigger.
Yeah, so what Big Daddy was just mentioning there is this right here. Oh, heck, let me change desktop. Keep doing that. So obviously this is the harvester that Big Daddy is on about. It comes with the Oxbow pack, and obviously right here at the front is a little mirror that shows what's the basically so you can keep it lined up perfectly with your grapes. But yeah, it's kind of a nice little addition. It's something they could do with doing with like the New Holland here, is having something we can actually physically see the rows. Obviously, they do have the little camera here, but it's not working, which is a pain. I don't know if they can do like dynamic cameras views or something, can they? So it shows up. I have no idea.
Yeah, not sure.
Because there's quite a few bits of equipment that actually has something similar to that. I've noticed in the game, where it'll have like a little display, and it will show basically like a row or whatever, but it doesn't do nothing. It's just a picture.
It's static.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's just a
yeah.
picture.
But yeah.
No, overall, I like the pack for $5. Like I said, I told these guys you can't even buy a cheeseburger for $5.
Very true.
So, and I think you'll get much longer entertainment value out of the pack than you would a burger. The burger will be gone in a couple days. With this,
Yeah.
I think it'll last much longer. Like I said, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like I said, one thing there, a couple disappointments was, like I said, I thought the sprayer could do in the olives. However, the olives, there's a collision on the olives vines themselves that
All
don't
right.
allow
Okay.
you to go down there, which is a shame.
Mhm.
However, as we always know, Giants does things according to spec and the websites. And if you go to Oxbow's website, they in their grape category they show the sprayer, and in the olive category it does not appear. So in essence,
Okay.
they're following suit of what's on the website. So I can't, it's nothing Giants. This is not Giant specific. It's they're doing according to what Oxbow specifies. You know what I mean? That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, that's one good thing. They are keeping it realistic, basically, rather than unrealistic. But I'm sure when modders get their hands on it, it'll end up being converted to do everything.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's great. Again, one thing I always say is Giants never fall short on details of the models, the animations, all that is always top notch. That's, in my opinion, it's as good as modders are. I think Giants, the detail on their equipment and the animations are, flawless as they always are.
yeah, they've always had really good animations, good models for their equipment, which are based on real equipment anyway. Okay, I know a lot of us whinge and moan about the work speeds of this, that, and the other, but it is realistic to real life. So
Exactly. That's exactly what a sprayer. I was kind of a little disappointed with the sprayer.
yeah,
But when I went on Oxbow's website and did the filters based upon grapes or olives, the sprayer appeared under grapes and not under olives. So, that's not Giants, doing the side it. They did it per their website. So.
exactly. And who knows? There may be a modder out there currently working on additional Oxbow equipment. So you never know what's going to come out in the future, to be honest. So, and obviously, Ghost DK says he's tried the work camera mod. It's a good idea, but takes too many FPSs, so you uninstall it. Yeah. Something
I get
like
it has to be do a constant update.
Yeah,
so, I can
it's
see
kind of
that.
like the Dave's conveyor belts. To be honest, it's constantly being updated and updated and updated and updated. So yeah, that is going to cause a lot of lag. And obviously, if you're on a big map like this, you want to try and preserve every FPS you can.
There was back when we did the money mod in 2015. My wife, Dave, and I all worked on the money mod. And to get it started, there were 2 terms in Lua. One's called an update, which basically constantly does an update. And even in the money transferring and keep track of the external accounts mod, it would constantly update and it would drop your FPS, even though graphically it's not doing anything. But behind the scenes, it is constantly doing an update.
Yeah,
but then we were able to figure out to do what's called an up. Yeah. So we did what was called an update tick. So basically, it was on demand. When you did a key combination, it would do an update at that point. It would send out, say, okay, grab all who has what in their monies, and then pull that information back at that point. So it doesn't do it all. And kill your frames. For sure.
Yeah. And I suppose that's kind of like similar to the global market mod as well, because that's always constantly updating, so that could affect your frame rates. I haven't really tested it much on here. Obviously, I've got it installed, but not really used it much. I've actually deactivated the mod for the minute. But I do have Caster's little placeable building pack in here, if I ever do want to mess around with it. And I'm kind of curious, because I know Mr. Wheels said he was going to be using it a lot. I wonder if he's noticed any frame drops or anything using it. I have to speak to him about that. Yeah, I haven't as yet needed it, but it's there just in case. But yeah.
But yeah, like I said, with the overload harvester, it's it's tough to use it a single player. At least as far as I could see. But maybe Dave will check out Follow Me and see if it works that way. And go from there, but
because
maybe there's light there, but
that is one nice thing. Even though it's only 4 pieces of equipment, 3 of them can be reconfigured to do other things. So that is one nice thing. So you can, let's see. So the grape harvester will do obviously harvest grapes. It can be reconfigured to be a spreader, but also have tipping on the back and the overload, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which isn't too bad. But then you got your slurry spreaders, the 2 different sizes, that can both be reconfigured to do manure as well, which is
right. And
nice.
Compost if you're using on Canyon Crossing compost, Jake. So.
That's true. Yeah, that's something I really need to do. I've got lots of compost, but I haven't used it. I need to use some for fertilizer, I think.
I got a lot of mine going into fertilizer maker, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
My compost.
Yes. Yeah, because you're using the seed and fruit one, aren't you?
Yes. Correct,
yeah, I haven't got that placed, so I'm using the standalone individual ones at the minute.
Okay.
To save space.
Yeah, I like the combo one in the start. I threw it down on my starter farm.
Yeah.
Just real close.
Yes. So can I see?
Overall, for $5, I think it's worth it. The price point's there. If it was $10, it'd be a tough sell for me. But $5, I think it's fair.
Yep. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm actually thinking about it, Oxbow, because I know they actually renamed the brand in here, didn't they, to Oxbow?
It was the Slurry spread. Yeah, Slurry.
There we go.
Under Slurry.
Yeah, that thing. So obviously we've got it in here already. But yeah, maybe somebody will come out with like an attachment pack. I don't know if they do any attachments. I know you can use the base game stuff. Just sort of click on that combination. So yeah, you got the applicators and all that. So yeah, that's something I have not used yet. And dang! Do I have it in here? I just suddenly had a mental thought. I might not have it installed at the minute or active. Pumps and hoses. Because you could technically use it with that as well, I would have thought. Yeah, so there's something as well you could think of. Is obviously Pumps and Hoses has attachments as well that are maybe slightly bigger. You could, if you're using it, could try that out as well. So there's always different options, guys, to use these DLCs. Just got to think outside the box. Okay, it's like you look at it thinking, okay, we're getting 4 bits of equipment. Oh, great, thanks very much. No, thank yous, or push to the side. But it's the same with the the forage in. I can't remember what one it was. Was it the last one we did or had?
Well, the one before was Horse Pronto. Was
Oh,
horse
okay.
pack.
So the hay and forage
But
one I'm
prior
thinking
to
of.
Horse, yeah, the
Yeah.
hay and forage, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously this equipment, okay, yes, it's tiny little freaking equipment, but if you're starting out on a map like this, it's a good option for doing a bit of grass work. Say, for instance, like this. Okay, you look at it and think, that doesn't have a use on a map or a 16x map, but it does. Think about it. Where your farm is, and let me tab over to my crazy cat lady. Now, obviously, around this farm, you've got all of this grass just sort of growing and dying off and growing. What if you were to grab that little mower and just go through and cut it, tidy up a bit? Obviously, if you didn't want to do the walking, you could actually go in and get one of these little tractors with a little mower. And I think, if I'm correct, this has a forage on it, is it? Is it that one? Pick up? I think
That one, yep.
Yeah.
The reform, yep.
Yeah, so technically what you could do is grab that, with a mower on the front, and you've got your own little self-propelled forage cutter and harvester and stuff, and you could just use it to clear all this trees, the grass here. So they do have a use, so you just got to think outside the box. Now, so that was one thing I did mention during Big Daddy's stream when he was actually showing it off, is think outside of the box with these DLCs. Just don't push them off to the side because they're tiny little bits of equipment. Some of it does have a use on any map. And to be honest, I do think at some point I want to get in here and actually mow this area, because this is kind of where I want to put down my beehives and stuff to start making some honey. Not honey, the wax, I should say. So I'm probably going to be removing some of these trees and putting down the hive production, plus some hives as well, and get them up and running over here. How you doing there, Ryan? Welcome in, buddy. So yeah, they do have a use, just don't push them off to the side like you always do, guys. What else have we got? This is something I have used once or twice, but I very rarely do slurry spreading. But I'm actually starting to get so much from my cows, and now that I've got pigs, I'm gonna have to start getting in and using some of this stuff as well. So I think at some point I'm gonna be purchasing probably one of them. I think next year I'm gonna try that out. Obviously with this, obviously I have to agree with like a lot of you guys, like Dave and Big Daddy and all that. These stationary balers are absolutely amazing. Now obviously if you've got a forage wagon filled of grass, have one unloading, go off, buy another one, pick up some more, and keep it constantly going. It's a good way with that. But yeah, a lot of that equipment there, yeah, if you want to go realistic, yeah, you could purchase more bits and pieces if you wanted to. But yeah, I think out of the whole lot, those two stationaries are definitely going to get a lot more use than the rest of the stuff there. I took all of the trees out for now till I build up the farm, and I will put trees back around things. Yeah. And obviously that's one thing as well when you are just starting up. If you need like wood chips to make electricity on this map, just go around like whatever properties you've got. Obviously if they've got any decorational trees, bring that back down. Yeah, just grab Big Daddy's wood cutter, stump grinder thingy, Brock's. Forgot the name of it there for a sec. And yeah, wood chip it, shove it into the bio heating place, and yeah, Bob your uncle, you got some electricity being produced. But yeah, I have added in a lot more trees into my main farm there now as well. Oh, I must be mad. But obviously, yep, obviously in a little over an hour we'll be getting Dave's perspective on the Oxbow, as well as a run through of what's going to be coming out this weekend for a map update. He's been a rather busy little bee. But yeah.
Yes, I have.
What are you up to at the minute, out of interest?
Can't tell you. have to kill you.
I can mute the stream if you like.
Wow, that's pretty harsh.
Oh, what the heck? I missed a row. Did I miss a... I did miss a freaking row. Okay, I need to go back to... Okay. It's so hard to see the differences at a distance. 1, 2... Okay. Is that going to show up? I don't know. Wait for that to update. But yeah, I've got my oranges here to harvest, which I'll be attacking next. But also I've got some orange trees around the main farm that I need to get attacked as well. And I've got a feeling this weekend is going to be very busy. Also got the rest of the orchards. Once they become ready, I think it's next month in game. So that'll be fun. Oh yeah, I must be mad.
You are bad.
Yes. There we go. But yeah, I sold, what was that? Oh, pumpkin batch earlier. Made a fair bit of money off of that, so I'm kind of happy. Oh, what else has been happening since the last stream? Obviously, got what 4 or 5 loads of logs over to the sawmill, so that's back up and running. Obviously, I've set it. Which one was it? The Elm Creek sawmill, which has currently got 2 loads, about 32,000 litres of logs in there. That is actually just set to only produce the long planks, which are set to distribute. So hopefully that goes to like the shingle factory and anywhere else that needs it, just to get those shingles. Ugh. I'll have to see how many I've got so far. Actually, thinking about it. I need 50,000 in total. So we got 27 there. So that's still running. And over here, do we have any produced yet? Nope. See, that's very low, so I do need to add that into priority 1, that's why. There we go. So hopefully that'll start kicking in. With this sawmill, I've got it only producing the long planks and I think it's the beams, if I remember rightly, along with resin. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's see. Yeah, long planks and wood beams. I'm not sure why I left wood beams on because I don't really need them at the minute. So I could probably deactivate that. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Wood beams, turn you off for the minute so I can just focus on getting them. You need, yes, it's on spawn. Good. Wood chips distributing. Okay. But yeah, it's slowly getting there. So 27, 23 more to go. Then that'll be copper by design sorted out. Then I can focus on Dell next. I think that's going to be one definitely for next year at some point in game to sort out. But what I can actually start doing is have a look at the display, figure out what I'm going to be needing, and build it up that way. I had 10 containers of logs on the barge, driven over to the container saw point during a high demand. There is a barely noticeable trigger at the sawmill in the water, and I ran over it and the containers went into the sawmill storage. Oh, yep. Yes. That will happen.
Go there.
Yeah.
They go into the sawmill.
So yeah,
drive around it, make a wide turn.
Yeah, so if you're coming around here, yeah, take this area very wide, because yeah.
Right behind there, there's a pretty big trigger for offloading ships.
So as you can see, that big box right there, there is an actual marker. It's not very visible because it is actually below the water, but yeah, stay well away from the wall here, because yeah. Like Ryan, you'll lose containers unless you want them to go in the sawmill. But yeah.
Alt F4.
Yeah, yeah. There's an idea. If you, when you're transporting, save it, and before you even get around here, just yeah, accidentally do that. It's just Alt F4. We used to stop turning off. Right, I need to go back to 2 rows. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah. How did I miss that row? I have no idea. Or did I go up an entire row with the machine turned off? I have no idea. Let's make sure. Can't really see. Yeah, that one. There we go. Now, what is interesting, obviously, I've done this entire lot at 10 kilometers an hour, and it's still missing little bits. I even went past, and I just kind of seem to get it right. I don't know what's going on. So something's a bit off.
You're a bit off.
Yep. As always. But yeah, tomorrow I'm actually going to be going out in the morning, going over to my mother-in-law's. My daughter wants to see her little kitty cat, bless her. So we're going to go over, spend an hour or two with her kitty over there. Find the trigger and put out some boys. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. If you come into PV mods, others, you got these little boys. What you could do is mark out that trigger as well. It's an idea, so you don't go over it again. Yep, actually I still need to get through and grab my lobsters at some point. They're still on the side there in the water. They'll be going all stale and icky soon. So I need to get them in. And yeah, made into cat food. Well, I've got one. Yeah, 2 more rows to go. And what I'll do is then I'll jump over to the barge, get them picked up. And yeah, get them back on land. Yeah. Yep, you could do that too. I'm trying to think. I need to get some more logs into Elm Creek Coordinate Sawmill. Let's see, because I think there's 100. Yeah, so that is got enough for the minute. 2 million's a bit huge. Who does 2 million friggin' worth of trees? Anyway, just thinking, guys. 1 sec. Elm Creek Sawmill, right there. You could be topped up, really. Why is I'm not getting any support yet? I'll have to have a look into that. Got plenty of wood beams. If I needed to sell them, plenty of planks. It's just these little sods. Those plank long. Oh yeah. See, my other one as well was T Miller's, thinking about how much is in there, if anything left. That seems to really go through. If you really want to get some products as well, guys, on T Miller's Trello board is his Woodworks Factory, and it'll do a lot of the Platinum DLC pallets and stuff that's needed for these buildables. So if you're in a bit of a rush to get things sorted out, you could technically grab that. So it'll do your long planks, your wood beams, prefab walls should say, curtain roll, floor tiling, shingle, staircase railings, and paper. Long planks. Ooh. Distribute. Change that to distribute. That'll be sent over there, that's fine. But yeah, I think I need to get some more into here. But yeah, I found that this really does eat up a lot of logs very, very quickly. So if you're going to just constantly focus on logging, that is a good way of doing it as well. And obviously that will take your logs rather than like the shingle factory, for example, in most of them. Yeah, the long planks and such. Which is kind of nice idea. Let's bring that across a bit. There we go. Or build a little harbour around with Dave's little harbour kit. Yep, you could do that as well, Ghost, as well, yeah. You could use the little port pieces and put it around where that trigger is. And maybe have the blocker as an input sort of area to drive in and out of.
Remember, the big container ship won't fit through the blocker, so
yeah.
Don't, if you're gonna plan on using that later.
Yeah, one of these guys acts like a little gate. So yeah, but like Dave says, if you put two either way, so one facing it to the left, one to the right, could that possibly work? Be wide enough?
Yeah, possibly. I haven't tested it, to be honest, with the big ships. So.
That's an option. So you have one that way, for example, and then if I can spin it around, yeah, it might work. One there, one that way. So the thinner bits on the outside, yeah, it could potentially work. Have one either side, have a little ramp it down, yeah. See, that's now making me think. Oh, dang it. But yeah, obviously, if you are interested, obviously in the PV boats, we do have the container ship that can pick up your containers if you want to. If you've got a spare 5 million, go for it. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind, if you're using the Hispano modding containers, it won't autoload them. But obviously those Platinum DLC log containers, it will. It'll also load individual pallets as well as logs. Now, one thing to bear in mind, if you're transporting something that big filled up with logs, it's going to cause a lot of frame rate issues, so bear that one in mind. But yes, I want to check these out at some point. Those boats too. I haven't even looked at them, to be honest. Actually, out of interest, has any of you guys tried out that second barge set? And what's your thoughts on it? Because that's one thing I haven't even looked at in what was it, 600 hours? I've never even looked at it. Obviously, the main ones I've used is the starter barge that you get, and obviously I've now gone through and replaced that with the red one now for doing the containers. But yeah, that's about it really. Obviously I've got the fishing boat, this at the minute. But yeah, it'd be kind of nice to get in and use some of these other boats. They're very underused. With the little tugboat. Yeah, that one, Ghost. Because I do know, I'm just sort of trying to keep an eye on my harvester there. Obviously, you got the tugboat itself plus the two different barges. You got one. There's the flat version where you can drive onto it with your vehicles and such. It will autoload as well if you're using the UAL mod, just so you are aware. But then you got your a grain version, obviously 500,000 litre capacity on this thing. Obviously you can put in, if you've got a silo on the side of your docks, I knew it was getting nearby, or your river anywhere. So for example, I think there's one down here, there's one over here built in, you got one down here. If you own any of those, you can actually use them as well with that little barge. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I haven't even looked at it yet. Let's put some lights on. Oh, come on, line up, line up. There through this quickly. I know a few people have been mentioning about the barge being quite loud. It is what it is, guys. Maybe one day Dave will turn it down a fraction, but doubtful.
Not that loud.
The
barge, they're supposed to be.
Exactly. I've tried it, but I don't like the connection between the tugboat and the barge. It's too difficult to maneuver around for me. Oh, okay.
I agree. Same thing.
See, if you're not going to use it, might as well just remove it from the pack. Oh, only kidding. Only kidding.
People might use it, just because I don't. Others won't.
Yep.
If I removed everything that I don't use from the pack, it'd be really, really.
That's true. Jeez, it'd be very, very empty. Yeah. Come on. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Olives. I need to get that into the oil production, isn't it? Tree farmer guy, how you doing, bud? You're downloading PV Canyon Crossing again, yeah? Nice. Well, you're in the right place if you need any help, that is for sure. Also, we do have Mr. Dajnet, the map creator, in chat with us, along with Mr. Big Daddy and Mr. Viking Streaming. See, Mr. Viking Streaming set up an entire spreadsheet for all the different productions and such on here. So if you do need any help, definitely go over to the SGA Trello, where you can actually find a link to his documents. There we go. Finally, that'll do. Yeah, definitely very helpful if you're trying to find a production on the map. It does state it, and obviously if you want specific products where they want to go, it'll show all that as well. Now, is there any space left? I think maybe a little bit. Let's turn that off. There we go.
They should have. Well, not all the productions are on the map. Some of them are placeholders.
Yep, exactly.
Number two, a lot of them are buildable, so they won't show until you build them.
Obviously, his little spreadsheet does state all that. There we go, that's pretty full, okay. I can just get that parked up for the minute. But yeah, exclamation mark SGA will give you that link to the Trello. We can also find Mr. Dajnet. We can get all the mod folder switcher or the map itself. There's myself. I've got a few mods on there now. It's getting there slowly. There's also Boomhauer. There's I don't think Mr. Big Daddy's got his.
Thanks for the raid.
Mr. Darius Frost raided with a party of 15. How you doing? How was your stream? How are the beavers today? And welcome on in, everybody.
You're busy.
Yeah, not half. They're only here to see you. I'm just sort of trying to warm up a little bit. Hey, Farmer Marks, how you doing, bud? I still need to get that coffee. Actually, need to get the coffee, the grape harvested, and the rest of the olives unloaded at some point. Right. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Darius Frost. How you doing, bud?
I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, Darius.
I need. What do I need? It's near. What's up there near? Grain mill. Oil mill. There it is. There.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, not half. Right then, so I was going to go grab my lobsters. So I do have my little barge. It is a little bit loud actually, this red one. But one nice thing is you can scroll right out. Or go in and just turn the vehicles down. But yes, how was Timberborn today, Mr. Darius?
That was alright.
Cool. Oh. Right, there we go. Did you get your trees harvested and everything?
Yeah, colony's off to a start.
Oh, good. Oh, stay still, yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, I actually was lurking in there earlier when I was picking up my daughter. And yes, it looked like you were having issues with getting more and more wood or something.
Yeah, that's always a tough part in the early game, because you have to get science going before you can start actually getting a forester to plant trees.
Right.
And then once you plant the trees, you have to wait for them to grow.
No. Oh, dang. I dropped my...
And once they grow up, then they'll, you know, you can harvest them for more wood.
Mm-hmm.
So early game, it's tough searching for trees to hold you over till you can get your forestry up and running.
Alright, yeah. Oh, that's daft. No wonder they fell over. There's no friggin' belt there. I don't know. Yeah.
Put a belt there, Billy.
Well, it's whoever did the auto loading part. They should have had it further forward or back, or whatever. There we go.
Fix it.
It's not my job. I don't do vehicles much. Mind you, I probably could. Yeah, oh well.
It's fairly easy to do.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
Then you wouldn't be able to complain about it.
There we go, right. So, 12,000 litres of lobsters. Lovely jubbly. That'll do. I'll keep my cats really happy. That is for sure. Now, unfortunately, I know a few people have asked about it, but obviously auto drive does not work very well with the boats and the barges and stuff, so just bear that one in mind, guys. If you are going to attempt it, it could end up being very, very ugly. Alright, there we go. How are we doing? We've got 45 minutes roughly before we go over and see what Mr. Dajnet thinks of the Oxbow pack, guys. So if you're interested in seeing what it's all about, and actually seeing it in game being used, stick around. But yes, and obviously I will, like I mentioned earlier, and obviously for any of you guys just joining, I will be doing a pool cleaning simulator stream on Monday. Obviously I've been given...
Clean your pool, huh?
Yes. I've never even looked at it. I just sort of submitted a few key requests on Keymailer, and yeah, it says okay, give it a try, dude. So yeah, got that downloaded and installed, so I'll be checking that out. So obviously if you're into, or after something a little bit different to play, you never know, it might be something you want to grab. I have no idea when it actually gets released. I should really look if it's even out yet. Let's see. I know Mr. Boomhauer played it, because it's on his Steam. Pool Cleaner Simulator. There it is. Steam. Let's see. Early access. Where's the release date on these things? I'm guessing it must be out already for some reason. That's a demo. Dirtiest game. 9.99. There's a few DLC bundles and stuff there. Yeah, I'm not actually seeing a release date on it. Oh, there you go, 7th of September. So, yeah, it came out just the other day. Okay. Early access release, 7th of September. Go figure that one out. I have no idea. Who the heck knows? Anyway. Hey, Soft Stuff, how you doing, bud? But yeah, if any of you guys do have any questions about the map, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat during this stream or even Dave's in a little while. We will try and answer it as much as possible. And let's give you a shout out. There we go. And also, if you're not following Mr. Soft Stuff, click on the link, give him a follow. Obviously, he was doing a little bit of ETS2 the other day. He does a little bit of train simulator as well and farm sim, so a bit of a variety streamer. So yeah, definitely check him out when you can. I'm gonna write. Thank gosh, it's Friday, and how's farm's doing pretty good. Actually, I'm kind of stuck in October at the minute. I'm trying to get the last few things wrapped up. Hey, Mr. Yosho! How are you, sir? Wow, I feel honoured. Don't usually see you around here. But if you guys are not following Mr. Yosho Hin, he is a member of the SGA. Actually, I do believe he's got early access, so he may be showing off the Oxbow pack himself over the weekend. Who knows? We'll see. But definitely click on that link, give him a follow, and check him out when he does go live. I know he's been pretty busy recently with real life stuff, so yeah, hasn't streamed that much, but hopefully he'll be getting back into it soon. You will be? Cool. And obviously, if you've got any questions about the Oxbow, obviously Dave can answer some questions later on. Obviously, we've got Mr. Big Daddy who was streaming it earlier and has checked it out already. I'm sure they're both willing to answer any questions you may have. And obviously, yeah, over the weekend there'll be many streamers, I'm sure, showing them off as well. Embroidery business is busy right now. Yeah. Yep. I can imagine all those kiddies going back to like school, wanting the parents to, or the parents wanting school logos being put on properly and stuff. Actually, I should really do that with my daughter, but I can't be bothered. Yes. But yeah, definitely coming on for definite, my little farm. The only thing I'm left I really need to get set up is the dogs regarding the animal side of things. And I think that's got to be most of it sorted out. And just, yeah. Expanding. I've got a huge grass area over there. Actually, I need to try and figure out what I want to put over there. That is going to be the fun part. Trying to figure out what I want to put over here. Obviously, I could quite easily just buy a plot that has a factory, sell the factory and bring it down here if I wanted to, but I don't know. I do know I want to get in there at some point and cut the grass. Maybe head some of it up, silage, bale it. I'm not sure yet. Before doing anything with it, really. Actually, one thing I did do the other day is I went through, removed my precision farming, because one thing that keeps bugging me is this area here, and it still seems to be showing up 50-50 on there. But yeah, I've now actually gone through, removed it. I've obviously reset it. It's back down quite low, but I've gone through, purchased all the different lands I own soil sample wise, and left this part alone. I do wish I'd sort of remove it where the orchards are though, but it is what it is. I'm kind of hoping that it's going to jump back up pretty quickly. But yes. Oh, saves. Try to think what plots to go for. I'm kind of thinking maybe heading up north. I know at some point I do need to start saving up for obviously the desert, but obviously if I haven't got the crops, then yeah, can't do it. So I'm maybe thinking looking at maybe 41 next. Obviously that's like nearly, well, 6.5 million just for that. Holy cripes. Oops. I overdid it, guys. I overdid it. So yeah, I did. I crashed. But thankfully, I don't have a crash counter to worry about, like someone around here. Actually, I do have one more bridge. Well, 2 bridges to build. One I actually own, and yeah, I need to get that one built, which is all the way down the far end of the river there. Hey, Mrs. Dajnet crew, how are you doing, my dear? Get these into here. Hopefully this is going to fit. So a little bit tight. I might have to take one side off. And there you go. If you guys are not haven't checked out Mrs. Dajnet crew, make sure to click on the link. Give her a follow. Obviously she's been doing a lot of Smite recently. I'm not even sure what that is. I know I did lurk in your stream the other, it was a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't really paying too much attention. I was a little bit busy with us modding at the time. Oh, come on! It's not usually this hard. What's going on? Right. Goodbye. 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 That one. There we go. That makes life a little bit easier. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Straps. There. Righty, let's get these off of here. Now get a trailer down here to pick these up. I'm looking for the blue lobster. Where's the blue lobster? Has anybody seen the blue lobster in these yet? I'm waiting for someone to actually go through and try and find a blue lobster in there. Yeah.
You actually been lobster fishing already?
Yep.
Is there anything you haven't done?
Let's see. What haven't? Yeah, I haven't got around to the oil derricks yet. So. I need a. Oh, let's use. There's that one. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And also, thank you very much for those 11 biddies, Mrs. Dajnet crew. Much appreciated. I need to get in actually at some point and empty out my McCain. It's getting rather full. Oh yeah. And why is that gone really laggy all of a sudden? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, all of a sudden it just went really laggy. It's slowly working its way back up. Yeah, it is what it is. Could be all those glue pallets actually, thinking about it, that I've got stuck out there. Oh yeah. You can fake spray a small spot on the field and the grass and see if it's spraying. How do you fake spray? A small spot. Whoa, 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 whoa. To fix the weed score on the fields that don't get weeds. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think I will know what you're on about. I think X-Man did that a little while ago, didn't he? Was it X-Man? I can't remember if it was X-Man or somebody else. But yeah, they basically went around with their sprayer and just sort of turned it on briefly on the actual field, and then yeah, it sort of recorded that it didn't need any herbicide or fertilizing. So yeah. Yep, I could do that actually. I could. Let's see, so that's planted. Yeah, so I've got these 3 fields along here now planted. Obviously, the rest of it is going to be left till the new year, where I can then really focus on getting everything I need in the ground. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I need more land, that's for sure. It seems like every year I'm starting to need more and more. Well, grains, mainly grains. Actually, I've noticed. So yeah. Ugh. Yeah, so something. See, I've got this.
Be right back, guys.
Alrighty, Viking. See, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I've got those 7 fields. Still to obviously replant. Plus, obviously, get the bogs replanted as well. Out of interest. See, 42 isn't too bad. This 1,900,000 could take a little bit of a loan out to purchase that. Obviously, that gave me another field for a grain of some kind. But coming over here, yeah, those prices are really going up. See, another option as well is to maybe purchase like one of these forests. Actually, yeah, because obviously I've got this forest here. What I could technically do is take a big, huge clump out of it and turn that into a field. That's an option as well later on. And obviously now that I own this forestry area as well, I could technically put a nice, decent sized field in there if it's fairly flat. There is always options, but to be honest, it's like I keep saying, I am not in a big, huge rush. So, yeah. One thing at a time. There we go. One, do. They're fine. Good. Oh, that stupid freaking error is a pain in the bum. Yeah, I need to find a use for the lobsters rather than just using them for cat food. Cat food or just selling. Hey Pompies, how you doing? It's kind of a tricky one actually, because obviously with the production we've got currently, there isn't really anything you could add in. Maybe Campbell's? Maybe a seafood platter soup or something? I have no idea. Oh. Come on. No. Come on, dude. Come on. Behave. A red lobster sell point. Yeah, that'd be a nice one actually. To be honest, even in the real world, lobster is really only sort of cut in half type thing and then served on a plate after being boiled for a little while. So it is kind of one of those that's kind of limited, I guess. But yeah, you could do maybe a seafood kind of soup, maybe, or gumbo, I don't know. It's, to be honest, something that I've stayed well away from. Ever finding out that it doesn't agree with me.
It agrees with me.
Yes, I bet it does. Yeah, to be honest, all shellfish just do not like me at all. Same with peanuts and nuts in general. So, yeah, the hard life. But my cats will be well fed, that is for sure. Oops, wrong side. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Pain in the... There we go. Right, let's go to... So, how many pallet factories do I have down? So, I've only got the one at the minute. And that's pretty much pumping out as much as I need at the moment. I have been considering when I get more of these factories up and running that need empty pallets, then yeah, I may end up putting another one down. But yeah, one is definitely enough. There we go. Are you gonna go in? Are you gonna go in? No, it's full. I don't believe it. I'll just leave that on the side. It may...
Is lobster in a sell point?
It should be. I have no idea.
Not finding it even in the sell list. I'm looking for it.
Fish bait. That maybe something needing added.
You have some, so you'd be able to find it in easy in your.
Yes. So it's at Walmart. Show location. That's just a part. Yeah, the only place it sells it is Walmart at the minute.
Why can't I not find it in my long list of things?
It comes for me right under the orchard products, and right before the seasonal coffins and stuff pop in. Ooh. Oh, I know where those two are. Right, let me think. Let me see what's go. Pop back a sec. Any suggestions where to have this steel factory somewhere? So depending on which one you're on about there, Madeira. Obviously, there is the steel factory, which is right here. It's built into the map. Oh, let me get out of these trees. Right across from Alcoa. There, you got the crystal steel right there. If you got the small ones, like the blacksmith, for example, to be honest, anywhere that you've got some space. I know when I first started out, I actually had them placed down here. I had a blacksmith down here. Let's see if I can find this. There we go. Yeah, I used to have a little blacksmith placed here. Next to that, I had the concrete plant, and I was just pumping out stuff. Obviously, as soon as I got the steel factory and the concrete built, I ended up, yeah, deleting them. But yeah, now I've just got a few bits and pieces running up here. So, but yeah, it depends on whatever land you have. It's literally up to you. But yeah, I'd probably make use of this area. And while I think about it, I want to see something. I'm pretty sure it's down here. Yes, they are. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually the building pack for the global market. I haven't actually used it on here yet since placing it down. But also you can unload pallets, bales, liquid, loose products, and buy. It's basically the same as how it was in 19, where you could buy and sell between other players. But yeah, I haven't even tested it properly on here yet. I know Mr. Wheels has been trying it out, and yeah.
It isn't showing up in mine. Is it because I don't? No, it should show up there.
It should. Just out of curiosity, we'll go into the main menu here. There's the fish. Let's have a look. Lobsters.
Yeah, I don't see it in that menu at all.
Lobster.
But it is at the Walmart sell point. It must have show and price menu equals false or something. I'm gonna check that out.
Yes, I would.
I blame Billy.
You
missed
can
it in
blame
testing.
me. I got donuts. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bam. Let's see. Cat food, dog food, whiskeys. Yeah, it's not shown on here either. Interesting.
That's what I was saying. Da-da-da.
Fish fillet.
Show on price table equals true. Let's try that.
That would help.
Yes, it would. I was checking to see what the price is because I don't think it's high enough. How much are fish?
Alright, so for my 2,000 litre pallet, it's saying currently 3,500 for. Ooh. That'd be quite productive, couldn't it, if you had a lot of them? Righty, where do you have it?
Alright, it's 0.7 for
Vertical
fish.
Place the pallet factory.
And it's only 0.62 per liter for lobster. They have to go way up.
Yeah, so Rusty Nail, I actually currently have mine next to my Elm Creek sawmill, where I was just literally a minute ago, but I'll jump over there in a sec. So it's literally a small drive with a forklift to unload it in there. So let me come over here and show you. Obviously on the end here we do have obviously those little planks. They're so cute, but yeah. Obviously a little drive round the back here, and obviously I've got my pallet co. So I can literally just drive the forklift round, dump them straight into the trigger. Obviously you do need to add nails in to make your pallets. But you could, if you've got the main sawmill, place it over there as well. And just set your nails to distribute and you should be fine. As you can actually see, I've got 50,000 litres in there, plus another 100,000 there. So yeah, at the minute I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, this area I kind of try to figure out what I want to do with it. Whether I'm going to leave it here, I'm not sure yet. Or do I want to just remove all of it, maybe make one big long field there and have it all over by the sawmill, because there is quite a lot of land there to use, so I might be doing that, I'm not sure yet. And Anne65336, thank you very much for that follow, much appreciated. And obviously welcome in. If you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask, whether it's about the game or the map I'm on. Let's see, what else have I been looking at. So looking for a fast sugar beet harvester, Jason. So if you go over to, I think it's either Team Miller's Trello or Surfing Cowboys, they've got a link to Aussie Kanga's Trello, and he's actually done a triple wide harvester that goes a little bit faster than most sugar beet harvesters, and it does actually, he does have one set up for this map that would do your sugar beets, your potatoes, sugar cane, carrots, onion, and whatever else it does. So yeah, maybe check that one out. Time savings. Yeah, so yeah, it shows on obviously the time savings. That's fine. Okay. And obviously speaking of T Miller, there he is. How you doing, T Miller? And we lost Mr. Big Daddy. He must have gone to get something to eat. How are you doing there, sir? And Mr. The Vink, welcome in as well. The large sawmill doesn't make pallets. Yeah, no, but if you could actually technically place a pallet storage near there, is what I meant. 63. So there's that. Where can you find dirt? So dirt, you need to have the Terra Farm map there, Anne. If you go over to Surfing Cowboys, Trello, he's got an edited version specifically for this map. Just add that in and you can use it, but obviously it's only used as a booster, so you don't technically have to have it unless you want it. And the Vink, let's give you a shout out as well.
And if you want to use a booster, you could purchase it, I believe.
That's true as well,
Right,
yeah. Yeah, and obviously the composter you can buy it. Let's come over here. It's a little bit noisy, I do apologise. That's one thing I haven't even considered, to be honest. But yeah, come into the menu, click on dirt. You can purchase it as well. Obviously, if you wanted. Oh, and thank you, Cave Dweller. I had to look at that a little bit. For that follow, much appreciated. But yeah, you could come in. And purchase it for, if you had a spare 200,000, you could just fill it right up and do it that way. But yeah, Terra Farm or just buying it. No worries. But yeah, there we go. Right, let me just jump back a sec, see what else I may have missed. So that's fine, that's fine. Hey, chat, I have tried the trailer you were showing the other day and they don't load. Which ones is that, J-Gaming? Is that the flat racks? Or something else? I'm not sure. Is there use for rubble apart from that? Yep, like T Miller says, you can put it into PMS on the lower level and you can actually make your little products and stuff. The Titan trailers, yeah. They do, obviously, if you've got the flat racks or the containers, there is a little video on my YouTube where you just need to do a simple little edit and they will auto-load pallets as well. Obviously I've been using them since day one. I know T Miller has been using them. These are absolutely great for transporting pallets. So maybe it's just the edit hasn't been done. What I can do is I'll share the one that I've done with you guys. Because I think it's still on my Google Drive. Let me see. Yep, right there. Let me get the link. If my mouse is going to work. Hello, there we go. Thank you. Share. And welcome back, Big Daddy. Share. Copy. Done. So if you wanted to try it out, J Gaming, you're more than very welcome. Obviously, you will need one of the trailers itself to load them onto, but if I can get the link right, there we go. That is the link that I actually did an edit to during the show a few weeks ago. You're more than welcome to download it, and obviously it's already pre-edited for the map. It's literally the same one I've got here, so it should load anything. All you have to do is pull up near to a pallet. Now, one thing I would say, if you have some pallets already out, you may need to just walk up to the pallets and just give them a nudge or something, just to get them to go, and then just carry on spawning out. So yeah, but yeah, the way I tend to do it is I will actually drive up next to the trigger, and if I've got a trailer nearby, I can show you what I mean. There we go. Actually, I think I can probably do it in Sam Adams. So the way I tend to do it is I'll either drop a flat rack next to the spawn trigger and just allow it to spawn out from the production. And obviously another way of doing it, and this is for any of you guys who are using these or the containers, if you wanted to just pick things up straight away, I can do a quick show here. Now I do need to go through and lower that down a bit. How do you get hemp windrow? So yeah, when you harvest it, set your harvester to drop swath. You can get it that way. Yeah, there we go. So what I would do, hopefully it's not too loud. Actually, it's very, very freaking loud in here. Let me turn that down a bit. Is park up your trailer next to the spawn area, like this, while it's empty. Okay. And then, also one thing to bear in mind, if you select the container, make sure that it is set so it will load. Obviously this is, I believe it should be right already, so it should say auto load pallets stop in the F1 menu. That's what it should say. And then just start spawning those pallets out in bulk. And they should technically load in. Let's see, 63 pallets there. I'll drop that down to 63, there we go. And, yep, there we go, hopefully, yep. And as you can see, as they spawn, they're literally going straight into the trailer, like that. And that's how I do mine, for the most part. Obviously, with it having 2 rows there, it may even jump over onto the front. Obviously, where it's spawning out, it is hitting other pallets and tipping over, so you may have to just use a little bit of super strength afterwards just to clear them up. But yep, works perfectly fine. How do I put the flat tanker on? Same way. You can use a crane, either the one by Hispano Modding, or you can use the Liebherr SC350T, this guy. It's on the in-game mod hub as well. Do I have a trailer? There we go. I can do a quick demonstration for that. And it's done in the same way. Just pick it up using one of them. You could use super strength if you want to cheat. And yeah, it's quite easy actually. Obviously, that crane there is the one by Hispano Modding. It does have an adapter, so you can actually pick up those Platinum DLC trailers, so it's kind of cool. Sorry, Billy, I have to go pick up my daughter. No worries, Viking. Hopefully I'll see you later. So that's a 20-foot container, so let me come into miscellaneous. Obviously you said tanker, so we'll go with the tanker this time. I haven't really used it that much. I'll just use that for purposes. The nice thing is with that liquid tanker, that will also accept anything on any map, warning and error free. Yeah, don't put the trailer on the spawn area. You can actually T-Miller. If it's got a large spawn area, it will carry on. If it's a double row like, say, the brewery there, you can actually put it right on the trigger. But obviously, remember just to leave a little bit of a gap. Maybe spawn one pallet out initially, and yeah, just see where it spawns, and then put your trailer in. So yeah, so all you have to do is grab either the Liebherr or that crane, also lower down, hit the old Q key to attach it to this, and what you can do is just lift it right up, and then pull it underneath, or vice versa. And I'm going to try and do it this way without crashing into the crane. There we are. Run back there, I think. Oop. I got super speed on. Hey, cool. Oh, no. Wrong way. Fudge nuggets. Now, don't do that because it's a bit of an annoyance. But yeah, what you should do is just lower it down and, yeah. Oh, fiddle.
Good job, Billy.
Yeah, that wasn't clever. It should then connect onto the trailer. Oh, let's see if I can select it again. Come here. Where the heck is the crane? Let's tab through crane. Should be somewhere up here. Come on, give me the crane, will you? And I've got a few bits of equipment on. Oh, no, that's a tanker. Oh yeah, that'll do. I can reset that a sec. Yeah, don't do as I do, do as I say. Stupid thing. But yeah, what you should then do is lower that down, unhook from it, and then, yeah, you can attach it to the trailer in the same way you do those other containers. In this case, all you have to do, grab super strength. But yeah, I do like those cranes, are really cool. But yeah, that's literally all you have to do. Same with the flat racks, same with the containers and all that, even the grain versions. So yeah, after that you can then just drive into the water, get your water, or go to the fuel station and pick up from there. And wherever the heck it is. That's interesting. Why is that not picking up? Maybe it needs to be a lot lower. There we go. So yeah, that trigger needs to be lowered down a lot more. That's for sure. But yeah, that is literally how you do it. And how you doing there, Farmer William? I did see you popping in there, bud. Yeah, the forklift, in my opinion, is a good way of doing it as well. But one thing to bear in mind, I'll show you actually, the forks on that thing are very slippery. So this is what he's on about, tree farmer guy. So if I pick this up, as I pull out, it's literally not even taking that flat rack with it. But yeah, you could do it this way as well if you wanted to. You could just drive in, lift it up. You can even see that it's just going off. Even if I tip it back, it's just going to... it's got a heck of a tip. That's about as far back you could do it, maybe. But yeah, you could use that as well if you wanted to. It was actually, as far as I'm aware, created actually to work with these. But yeah, there needs something on there just to stop that being so slippery. That is for sure. Come on, come on. Or even maybe have a belt, for example. You could use that. Maybe add that on there. I don't know. But yeah, that's another option as well. So, word of warning using the straddler. Yeah, exactly. What's a straddler anyway?
The thing you were using to lift up the container.
Oh, the lever, you mean? Okay.
Because it straddles the container.
This thing, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I rarely ever actually take it up to like 30 kilometers. It literally just comes around here a few times. Yeah. But as yet, I've not had it tip over, so I'm doing quite well then. But yeah, if you're using the Hispano modding ones, like I mentioned, it can actually do the containers from the Platinum DLC. Now, I do know several people. There's Mr. Wheels, Grits Fan, and a few other people are actually using it to load on the containers onto the barge by basically picking them up 2 at a time using the adapter, this thing underneath, and coming up to this wall where they've actually parked the barge right on the edge here, and they're just literally dropping them straight onto the barge and doing it that way. So yeah, it's kind of a nice idea, to be honest. But yeah, there we go. Let me go see how those pallets have spawned. A little bit noisy over here, but yeah. There we go. So yeah, see, you could literally, if you really wanted to, you could actually go in, just leave one of these flat racks next to the trigger and allow it just to manually spawn itself out and fill up, and then just pick it up afterwards if you wanted to. That's what I know a few people have done. I've got it set up on a few factories myself that way. The drywall being one. That's actually got a pallet in. It's almost full. And then yeah, there we go. There we go. But yeah, obviously if you're picking up pallets, one thing I would recommend that if they're already pre-spawned, just tap on them a couple of times and they should then start loading in. I haven't had any issues really with these the entire time I've been using them. That's since they're released really, so yeah. I definitely recommend it. I've seen it too many tip overs to operators taking corners too fast. Yeah, that is definitely understandable, to be honest. If they are going to go full pelt around the corner, then yeah, they're expecting trouble. But yeah, I know, it's like T Miller says there, he's never had an issue with flipping it over. I haven't. And yeah, but I suppose it could be a bit of an issue. There we go, now I'm away from that, I can turn that back up. And I just realised what the time was. Holy heck, Mr. Dave be live.
Yeah, just hit the button.
Yes.
I didn't even realize what time it was.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we will be going off to Mr. Dajnet's stream momentarily, guys. And obviously he's going to be showing off the Oxbow pack. I'm hoping he's going to cover what is going to be coming out on tomorrow's stream with the update for the map. Obviously, like I said earlier, I have gone through, added in that direct fill trigger for the herbicide maker and liquid fertilizer. Actually, I've got 2 crates. I didn't even realise that. Dang. So that's fine. Obviously, I'm going to be spending the rest of my day doing some orange harvesting. So, yeah. I have a big container on 9 for potato. Container on 9 for... It could be, thinking about it, if you're trying to tip straight from the harvester there, Jason, it may be not picking up the unload trigger for it, because I do know that they do sit a little bit higher. I've had the same issue with the ideal combines not quite getting there right. It's very, very high, so you may want to maybe drop it down onto the floor to unload into. It's an option as well, so yeah. I did 1 field of potatoes. Or another option as well is using a unload auger wagon for your potatoes, for example. If we're coming to here, auger wagons. Maybe something like this, for example. Maybe try using one of them. Or even on the in-game mod hub, you do have the Homer pack there. I know Dave uses it for seeds and stuff. You do have obviously the root crop version. You could technically use that. It does sit that little bit higher, so there's that option as well. Yes, but anyway, before I get too into let's just see. Have loads of barriers. Oh, T-Mill has done that the same as well. Parrots normally are put into box containers. Yep. I know actually on the docks here we have a lot of these flat racks now, and yeah, don't really see many pallets in them. That's the thing, yeah. So it's a lot more big loose stuff. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the time there. Let me bring up Dave's stream a sec. There. Let's mute that. That's fine. Three minutes? Holy cripes. Anyway, so I'm going to put on the ending stream. I'm just going to finish off that later on. Did I see some signs around my orchard? Yes, on my Trello, Ryan, I have actually just created a little mod pack with placeable signs for each of the different orchard types. You're more than welcome to go over there, grab it, and enjoy. I know Mr. Dave actually downloaded it, so I'm kind of ooh. It's like ooh. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, guys, flat racks are normally used for abnormal loads. Yeah, obviously they've been set up on here for doing pallets, so it is what it is, guys. It is. So anyway, like I said, Monday stream I will be doing some pool cleaning simulator, and then obviously back on PV Canyon Crossing Wednesday. So obviously Tuesday you got the Oxbow pack coming out. So yeah, if you want to give it a try, obviously Mr. Dajnet will be showing it off in his stream, which is where we're going to go over to now. So I need to get this raid going. So if you guys are interested in seeing it first hand in game, you're more than welcome to stick around or bugger off wherever. I don't know, but obviously Dave will be covering the Oxbow stuff. Hopefully what's coming in an update for this weekend. But until next time, guys, have a great weekend. Thanks, Yosho, for popping in. And hopefully you have a great stream over the weekend showing off the Oxbow stuff yourself. I would like to see if it works with the pumps and hoses stuff as well. That is something that we would be interested to see. But catch you later, guys. Have a great weekend. And that's me for today. Bye.
Somebody else can do the pumps and hoses crap.